Good morning people, we are in Phuket for 4 days and today we are going on the most exciting trip of the tour. We are going on a trip to the Phi Phi Islands. For the second leg of our journey, we moved to the Siree Bay area. This is because most of the day trips and island tours from Phuket start from the eastern side of the island. We stayed at this beautiful resort called Cine Phuket. The resort is inspired by local Thai traditions. It's very intimate and absolutely charming, and also away from the hustle and bustle of mainstream Phuket. On the day of our Koh Phi Phi trip, we grabbed a quick breakfast and then were picked up by the tour operator from the hotel. The Koh Phi Phi are dubbed as the jewels of the Andaman Sea, and they are supposed to be pristine, almost magical, with beautiful emerald waters, white sand and pretty limestone cliffs in the middle of the ocean. So it's going to be a treat for us. Needless to say, the Koh Phi Phi Islands are crazy popular amongst tourists. So if you're in Thailand for a longer time, you could consider staying at the Koh Phi Phi for some time. However, we are going on a day trip. In order to avoid the crowds, one tip is to go on a sunrise tour of the Koh Phi Phi Islands. The speedboat ride took us around 45 minutes to reach the Pile Lagoon. It is a stunning emerald green lagoon surrounded by high limestone cliffs on 3 sides. We booked a long-tail boat here to explore this gorgeous location, swam in the lagoon and took some quintessential Thailand pictures. Baby, you're so hasty. I don't mind a little crazy, but baby, you're so hasty. We don't need to go that fast. I need this night to last. Baby, you're so hasty. Next, we went to the iconic Maya Bay. Unfortunately, Maya Bay is closed to tourists for 2 months until the end of September 22, and we were just allowed to take some pictures from the boat. The Phi Phi Islands gained worldwide popularity when they were used as the main location of a Leonardo DiCaprio movie called The Beach. Since then, hundreds of thousands of people have been visiting the Phi Phi Islands on a daily basis, and that unfortunately has a degenerative impact on the corals and the local marine ecosystem around the island, which is why the Thai authorities decided to close down Maya Bay to tourists for approximately about 3.5 years, so that the corals had a chance to regenerate. Now that the corals have regenerated, Maya Bay this year opened to tourists again, and since reopening, already 100,000 people have visited the Maya Bay area. Now, before the peak season begins again at Thailand, the authorities have decided to close down Maya Bay for another 2 months for August and September. So we just missed visiting the Maya Bay this year, and that was a huge bummer for us because it was going to be the highlight of our trip. But nevertheless, if you are here in Thailand and if you find Maya Bay open, you must definitely make it a point to visit the Maya Bay.
I'm hoping what I said could make you change your mind, though it doesn't really matter when my hands are tied. I'm trying to walk across the bridges that I've burned. My only way to you is gone, the tide has turned. So give me a light, show me what I need. I know I'm blind, but I hear symphonies.
So we are on this tour with the folks that love Andaman. Our itinerary for the day includes a visit to 3 of the 7 Phi Phi Islands. We just got done with the first part of our itinerary. Today we are going to be visiting the Phi Phi Leh, Phi Phi Don and Bamboo Island, and we are just done with the Phi Phi Leh group of islands. We had a passover at Maya Bay. We went to the Philae Lagoon where we tried out some snorkeling. There was also a dedicated snorkeling stop, post which we went to the Viking Cave, and finally now we have come to Phi Phi Don for our lunch.
Your heart beats.
So guys, we are now at Bamboo Island, which is the last stop in our Koh Phi Phi tour for the day. This is kind of like a private beach with white sand and clear blue waters. It's a great snorkeling spot also. There are a lot of people who are going swimming, snorkeling and also kayaking at this particular spot. One tip from our guide is that the Bamboo Island, things on the Bamboo Island are pretty expensive as compared to Koh Phi Phi Don. So he advised us to get like shakes, chips, etc. whatever we want to eat from Koh Phi Phi Don here on the Bamboo Island, and not buy them separately here. We are back from our day trip to the Phi Phi Islands right now. We left the hotel at around 8 in the morning and now it is 6 in the evening, so it was a full day trip. And my final thoughts on this day tour, it was really a welcome to Thailand moment. Truly beautiful, truly mesmerizing, no other words for it. One thing that we were really lucky to experience was the true Thai summer weather. We are here in August, so we anticipated a little bit of rain, but it did not rain one bit, and it was not too warm but completely sunny. There weren't any dark clouds also, so it was perfect weather for us, luckily. One thing that was a bummer was that Maya Bay had closed. We actually knew that Maya Bay had closed and we had almost decided to not go on the Phi Phi tour, but it was highly recommended by the locals, so we decided to give it a shot despite Maya Bay being closed, and we are so glad that we did. My favorite part was definitely jumping into nature's natural swimming pool at Philae Lagoon. It was beautiful, the green massive limestone cliffs surrounding the lagoon. I mean, truly mesmerizing. We got so many beautiful pictures, and it was Thailand in its complete essence. So if you are in Phuket, definitely go on at least a day trip to the Phi Phi, and if you have enough time, do stay over at Phi Phi Islands. You will no doubt have a lot of fun there, and without a doubt you can give Love Andaman a try for booking and organizing this tour for you. So on the next and final full day of our trip, we went out exploring the Phuket town. First up was what is easily one of the most iconic landmarks of the Phuket island, the Big Buddha. It is a massive 45-meter tall white marble statue that is visible from almost anywhere in southern Phuket. And apart from the statue itself, from top of this hill you can catch panoramic views of the whole of southern Phuket. And on the way down from the Big Buddha, you'll pass through a temple where you can see locals and the monks performing ceremonies for the locals, and you can also learn a little bit more about the history of the Big Buddha and its construction. We then visited Wat Shalong, which is one of the largest, most revered and most visited Buddhist temples in Phuket. It was constructed in the early 19th century, and interestingly, one of the stupas in the temple ground is said to shelter a bone fragment of Lord Buddha himself. Phuket. Here you will find a lot of Sino-Portuguese influence in the architecture, in the cafes, the food, the shops, etc. You will also find a lot of Thai temples and Chinese shrines over here. Right now I'm actually in a street called Soya Romani, which is essentially one of the most photographed streets of Phuket. Interestingly, the street was once the red light area and a gambling area in Phuket, but right now it has been beautified and renovated, and the colorful walls and the beautiful old mansions give it a really nice Instagram vibe. This is also the place, like the Thalang Road here is also the place where the Sunday night market is hosted every weekend. So really interesting vibe, really colorful mansions, and the renovation of Soy Romani has actually made it the most photographed street in all of Phuket. So that's it for this video. Don't forget to subscribe and like, share and drop us a comment. We will see you in the next one.
Show me what I need. I know I'm blind, but I hear symphonies of your